look at Groom Field. David Frank weather, 77 degrees here, cloudy. I don't think we're going to see the sun pop in at all here on this Friday night. Very humid as the Rams take the field. On the mound for Tinora, the Corbin Castile. Corbin comes in at 5-2. 36 in the third innings pitched, 19 runs allowed, 8 earned runs. His ERA is 1.54. Corbin has allowed 42 hits, 11 walks, and he struck out 40. Last time we saw Corbin it's a masterpiece Saturday here versus at the time, state-ranked Patrick Henry Patriots. They were the number 18 team in Division 5. Castile absolutely shut down the Patriots offense. 7 innings pitched, struck out 9, allowed just 5 hits, walked 1, and did not allow a single run. And honestly, probably the best performance that Corbin's had in his career at Tinora High School. Just was in complete control. Patrick Henry could get nothing going and honestly never really threatened to score in that Saturday shutout. Corbin Passley in the last 2 to 3 weeks has definitely thrown his name in the hat for getting a start in the Rams sectional game on the 19th versus the winner of Delta and Ottawa Hills. So we'll see what Corbin brings tonight versus the Golden Bears of Bryan. Looking at the Rams defensively, Hunter Mosselman behind the plate, Riley Peters at first, Eli Plasman at second, Caden Radzik is at short, Terran Ward's at third. Rams outfield, left field is Aiden Mosier, center field is Grady Gusweiler, and in right field is Luke Harris. For the visitors, Golden Bears of Bryan, last year they were the NWOAL champs, graduated a few key players, bring back 11 letter winners and 6 starters. So Coach Walker has definitely some experience that he had to work with this spring. But finished the regular season at 8-12. And for Coach Walker, they finished 3-4 in the NWOAL. Castillo finishing up his warm-up pitches. Jace Kepler getting ready to step in as Mosselman fires it down to second. Jace Kepler, Noah Heward, and Tyson Deckrotch, the first 3 batters to face senior righty Noah Heward. Corbin Castillo. So Jace Kepler steps in. First pitch to Kepler, swung on and fouled back. Strike 1. We're underway here at Groove Field. 5:05 is your first pitch. 77 degrees on your David Frank weather forecast. Wind blowing from right to left. Castillo gets the side 0-1 pitch. Just a bit outside. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Coach Walker coaching down at third base for the Golden Bears. Castillo's 1-1 pitch. Bunted third base side. Ward comes up, scoops it up. It does not have a play. Head first dive by Kepler into first base. Kepler 254 on the season coming in. Starts the inning with a bunt single down the third base line. Going to bring up Noah Heward. Heward be the shortstop for the Golden Bears. 286 on the season with 7 runs batted in. Castillo comes set, throw to first base. Peters reaches across the runner to make the play. 4 stolen bases, or Kepler actually. Kepler has 11 steals on the season. So Kepler definitely a threat to go. They haven't picked off. Peters throw down to second base. Gradzik puts the tag on him for out number 1. Castillo stepped off, fired over to first base. Kepler was going on first move. Peters fired down to Radzik, so caught stealing for out number 1 for the Golden Bears. Jace Kepler gunned down at second.
Good job. Good job, fellas. That way, Ryan.
Noah Heward steps in. Castile, first pitch, strike called. Won't hear too much of Coach Rutter today. He's next door at the softball diamond where the Lady Rams are taking on Swanton in the sectional finals. Castile's 0-1, breaking ball inside. Strike 2 called. Interesting, Corbin kind of forgot there was not a runner on first base. The first pitch to Heward, he pitched out of the stretch. And the second pitch, he wound it back up. Castile gets the sign, 0-2 pitch, outside, ball 1 to Noah Heward. Tyson Deckrotch awaits on deck. Deckrotch is the DH. At the plate, though, is Heward. 1-2 pitch to Heward, swung on, fouled back. Count stays at 1 ball and 2 strikes. We'll keep an eye on the Lady Rams next door. Lady Rams taking on Swanton, which a game they played last Saturday. Neither team used their starting pitchers. Castile pitches, and Heward launches a high fly ball to right field. Luke Harris camps underneath it and puts it away for out number 2. Stepping in will be Tyson Deckrotch.
To the plate, number 4, Tyson Deckrotch.
Deckrotch, the DH, 195 on the season, bats from the left side. Breaking ball stays outside. Ball 1. Lady Rams already up 1-0 in the first inning next door.
What the heck are you doing? Good.
1-0 pitch, swung on, fouled off third base side out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike to Tyson Deckrotch. Joe Watson awaits on deck.
Hey, don't discourage my Yankees. That's
Spanky hat.
Sit down there. Let her see.
Pitch inside to the backstop it goes.
Probably over to girls right now.
Is that tournament?
Actually, Ned was asking the same thing down below. We probably won't see Coach Rutter. That's what I said earlier. Ned's like, somebody asked him where Coach Rutter was. He's probably next door over at the tournament. Yes, I ran into Coach Rutter when I was setting up for softball. 2-1 pitch is just a bit high. 3 balls and a strike. That looked good from up here. That's why we're up here and not an umpire, I guess. 3-1 pitch from Castile to Deckrotch. That's low and inside. Deckrotch with a 2-out walk trots down to first base.
Up to the plate, number 10, Joe Watson.
Joe Watson steps in. Watson will be the catcher for Bryan. 333 for Watson with 4 runs batted in. Watson bats from the right side of the plate.
What'd you do to him? Come on, yeah.
First pitch catches the outside corner, strike 1. Lady Rams up 2-0 in the bottom of the first inning next door. If they win, they will play at Springfield next week. 0-1 pitch coming. Low, nice stop by Bosselman. Throw down to first base, back safely with the head first dive is Deckrotch. Last year, the Lady Rams won the districts at Springfield High School, which the Springfield Park is nowhere near Springfield High School. Nice complex up there, however. Pitch is swung on, crowded to shortstop. Radzik backhanded in the hole. And when he came up to fire to second base, could not make a play, so that's an infield single for Watson. Third runner to reach base here off Castile in the first inning. Lucky the Rams got that pick off Kepler. 2 runners on, 2 outs here for the Golden Bears. Carter Dominic steps in. Castile comes set. Looks back at the runner. Comes set and pitches. Strike called to Carter Dominic. 255 for Dominic. Has 11 runs batted in with 5 doubles.
No. Way back.
Dominic, the number 5 hitter, will be on the mound for the Golden Bears. Castile's pitch catches the outside corner. Strike 2. Castile ahead of Carter Dominic. No balls and 2 strikes.
71.
Tyson Dekarash is on at second. Joe Watson is on at first. 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. Castillo comes set. 0-2 pitch. Stays high. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Carter Dominic. Dylan Dominic awaits on deck.
Oh.
1-2 pitch from Castillo. Swung on, just got a piece of it, fouls it back. Kaylee has the Lady Rams game on our live stream as well. So if you go to TenoraRams.com and click on our Facebook page, you can watch this game or the Lady Rams softball game. 1-2 pitch outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lady Rams with 5-0 lead next door. That's in the bottom of the first inning. Lady Rams starting to click at the right time. Played the Indiana State champs on Wednesday. 2-2 pitch. Just a bit outside. Count goes full, and Coach Fairchild took him over there. Hey, we might as well get tuned up for a tournament, so we scheduled a game for the defending state champs in Class AA over Indiana, and they lost 4-1. Last night they traveled to Napoleon and won 10-0 there. Pitch swung on, little blooper into right field. Harris comes in, makes a diving catch for out number 3 to retire Carter Dominic. He took a half a step back and then came running in, made a diving catch to retire Carter Dominic. Nice play out there by Luke Harris in the inning for Bryan. They threaten, they do not score. No runs, 2 hits, no Ram errors, and 2 Golden Bears left on base after a half inning of play here at Groove Field at Tinora High School. The Golden Bears of Bryan, nothing, and the Tinora Rams are coming to bat.
BSN Sports, the recognized leader in team athletic gear. BSN forms partnerships with educators, coaches, and students to build school pride, student engagement, and community spirit. Our partnerships give you access to the most brand names in the industry with all of the hottest products at the best prices. From Nike to Wilson to Under Armour, we can customize any team needs. Since 1972, BSN Sports has brought you the brands that make you untouchable on the field, the court, or anywhere else you play your sport. Contact BSN local sports rep Jim Garris for any of your sports needs at 419-576-8940.
Back at Groove Field, Rams heading to bat in the bottom of the first inning. Carter Dominic will be on the mound for the Golden Bears. He is 0-3, ERA of 5.25. 22 in the third innings pitched. He's allowed 29 hits, 26 runs, 17 earned runs. He's walked 16 and struck out 30 in those 22 in the third innings pitched. Defensively, Joe Watson will be behind the plate. Landon Schilling at first. Dylan Dominic at second. Noah Heward at short. Jace Kepler at third. Outfield is in left field, Cole Urain. In center field is Cade Carlin, and in right field is Lazarus Lane. Your DH is Tyson Dekarash. He is hitting for the first baseman Landon Schilling. As I said, next door, trying to keep an eye on the Lady Rams. Skylie Zolman with a 3-run home run in that 5-run first inning for the Lady Rams. So Tinora and Coach Fairchild off to a good start in the first inning, leading 5-0 over Swanton. For the Rams, Aiden Mosier will lead it off, and he will be in left field. Mosier, Radzik, and Wolfram, your first 3 hitters to face Carter Dominic. Mosier, 288 on the season, has 16 walks and 16 stolen bases. As a team, Rams will come in with a 305 average. And defensively for Bryan, let's try to find their team ERA of 3.47 is their team ERA. Rams in the all grays tonight. Dominic on the mound in his purple jersey with pinstripe white pants. Winds it up. Pitch. Strike called on the inside corner. Rams with a 8-0 win last night. Here versus Bluffton had 4 in the fourth and 4 in the fifth. Pitch is outside. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Back here tomorrow, Northern City Wildcats come visiting in. Coach Dusty Peaster will be here. Strike 2 call to Mosier. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Aiden. Just underway here at Tinora High School. No score, bottom of inning number 1. Rain should hold off until the buses depart. Back for Bryan. 1-2 pitch to Mosier. Swung on tap, third base side foul. Backhanded by Jace Kepler down there at third base.
Like iron.
And it was going crazy.
Yeah.
So he tried to get his finger in there fast enough.
You lose it?
Oh. He said it was like a pancake turner.
Carter Dominic winds it up. 1-2 pitch to Mosier. Lines at second base side.
He said,
Dylan Dominic. Oh, just nipped. Aiden Mosier took a little bit longer than what he wanted, I think. But Mosier is retired. 4-3 on the putout. Was a line shot to Dylan Dominic. Dominic glided in front of it. Strong throw to first base, but Mosier racing down the line
You work your ass off.
made it really close.
You take a break.
Stepping in for Tinora is their shortstop, Caden Radzik. First pitch to Radzik was outside, ball 1. Caden, 368, 21 runs batted in, and 15 stolen bases on the season.
It was hot.
Pitch to 1-0 pitch to Caden. Strike on the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike.
The sand will blow up your face, your eyes, your eyes see anything.
Sounds like there's got to be something somewhere.
Dominic's 1-1 to Radzik. Low to the backstop it goes. 2 balls and 1 strike.
I like the last one he's got in the locker room.
Over yonder.
Dalton Wolfram awaits on deck for the Rams.
but he said they changed.
Carter Dominic winds it up. Fires it. Radzik. Let's see, fly ball in foul territory down the left field side. Nice effort by the Golden Bears. And falls harmlessly to the green grass here at Tinora High School, which Coach Renolette mowed before the game yesterday. I see the dandelions have popped up out there, so BR needs some fertilizer out there.
So we're
I probably got it too. Yeah, I probably got it.
Dominic's 2-2 pitch to Radzik. Caden puts the bat on the ball, hits it right field side, foul again. Just about the same spot as the last one, just closer to the foul line.
Oh, I believe you. Down yonder. Quit lipping. You act like me.
Radzik steps back in, grabs the bat, 2-2 count, 1 out, bases empty, no score here in the bottom of inning number 1. Here from Grube Field. Here comes the 2-2 pitch, just a bit low. Count goes full at 3-2.
Well, once.
Payoff pitch coming from Dominic to Radzik. Taps it foul, third base side.
so do you get to 3-2?
Radzik stays alive at 3-2. Well, Swanton's trying to live stream the game next door on their game changer, but they're finding out, like we've experienced at times, when you try and live stream stuff here, when you have literally no signal, it doesn't work out very well. 3-2 pitch to Radzik, hits it back through the box. Hewer at short, fields it, throws it, just nips Radzik at first base. Bang, bang plays at first for the first 2 hitters. 6-3 on the putout for out number 2. Going to bring up Dalton Wolfram. Wolfram, the designated hitter here today on this Friday night. Tuesday, Dalton was in right field. Last night, he was back behind the plate. And Coach Renolette giving a little bit of break. Puts him at the DH spot today. Dominic's first pitch to Wolfram is low, ball 1. Dominic's 1-0. Swung on, fouled off, first base side out of play.
Just missed that one.
Dalton 397 on the season. 21 runs batted in, 17 stolen bases. Pitch. Just a bit inside. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Come on, 5.
Wolfram laces it in the right center gap. Right fielder Lazarus Lane hustles it down to hold Wolfram to a 2-out single.
Go, T.
Going to bring up Taryn Ward.
Same thing, fella.
Taryn 333 on the season. 15 runs batted in. And Taryn, heck of a game last night. Finished 3 for 3 with a walk and 2 runs batted in. Was our Higbee Embroidery player of the game for his efforts. Dominic from the stretch. First pitch just a bit outside. Took a perfect relay, actually, from the left fielder last night into the shortstop. And they nailed Taryn at third just by a whisker. Dominic from the stretch is 1-0 pitch to Ward. That one's a bit low. 2 balls and no strikes. Wolfram on at first with a 2-out opposite field single.
Base hit, T.
Ward steps in from the right side. Carter Dominic comes set. His 2-0 pitch to Taryn. That's high, ball 3. Joe Watson had to reach up and grab that one.
Carter.
All the way back now. Let's go all the way back.
Kind of a script lettering for Bryan. Bryan across the front. In white with yellow trim. 3-0 pitch. Outside corner, strike 1 call. 3 balls and 1 strike to Taryn Ward. Luke Harris on deck for Tinora. Dalton Wolfram leads away from first, stays put, pitches outside, ball 4. Wolfram goes down to second, Taryn Ward down to first. Luke Harris steps in. Top of the third, next door in the softball sectional semifinals, 5-0 Rams. Lady Rams, I should say. Here, no score. Bottom of inning. Number 1. I'll try and get the brackets to see where the Lady Rams play. Have a timeout. Joe Watson's going to go out and have a conversation with his senior starter, Carter Dominic. John has it. Asking you shall receive. The Lady Rams will play the 17th at 4 p.m. And I believe that, and I don't believe, I know that that's at Springfield, the Blue Devils ball field up there. First pitch to Harris. So that is May 17th. Write that down. May 17th at 4 p.m. Thank you, John. 1 ball, no strike pitch to Luke Harris. Rams have runners at first and second with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Just catches the inside corner. Count evens at a ball and a strike. Pitch is fouled off. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Here we go. Finish it up. Love of God. Did you lift weights?
I don't give him a
I
chance.
know, but she's got it so loaded down. Oh,
1-2 pitch coming. Harris swings, hits a high fly ball to center field.
Strike either way.
Cade Carlin comes in, puts it away for out number 3. Harris. So the major league pop-up to center field. And Cade Carlin put it away. In the inning for the Rams, they threaten. They do not score. For Tinora, they get no runs, 1 hit, no errors. They leave 2 on base after an inning of play here at Grube Field at Tinora High School. It is the Tinora Rams, nothing, and the Bryan Golden Bears, nothing. We'll be back after this on your Drop Zone Pizzeria Scoreboard.
Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun of Defiance has been serving Northwest Ohio for over 30 years. Need cash? Collateral pawn loans are available. Stop in and see Shar and the staff at 5727 State Route 66 North in Defiance, Ohio. Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun carries a full line of new and pre-owned items that include firearms, ammo, optics, game systems, knives, jewelry, and Amish poly furniture. Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun has in-house jewelry as well as a gunsmith on site. Hours of operation are Monday 10 to 7, Tuesday through Friday 10 to 5, and Saturday 9 to 3. Got questions? Give them a call, 419-784-9880, or visit them online at woodenindianpawn.com, or visit their Facebook page. Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun, your locally owned pawn specialists. Say go Rams.
Back at Grube Field as we head to the top of the second inning. 6, 7, and 8 for the Golden Bears of Bryan. Dylan, Dominic, Lazarus Lane, and Cole, which I should have asked for that pronunciation in between innings, and I did not. Corbin Castile on the mound for Tinora. Said Castile definitely throwing his name into the hat to get the start at the sectional finals on the 19th here at Tinora High School.
Up to the plate, number 14, Dylan Dominic.
If you're coming to that game, don't forget you got to buy a ticket online, and they'll scan it when you get here. I think it's $6 for kids and $8 for adults. Castile gets the sign from Bosselman, winds it up. First pitch is up and in, ball one to Dylan Dominic. Dylan 250 on the season. Pitch is outside, catches the corner, count evens at a ball and a strike. Dylan with 12 runs batted in.
Okay.
1-1 pitch stays high. 2 balls and a strike to the second baseman, Dylan Dominic. Lazarus Lane awaits on deck. 2-1 pitch, swung on and missed. Count evens, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Like I told Scott, I went to pay and
Castile's 2-2. Just misses outside. Count goes full to Dylan Dominic. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 pitch coming. Swung on. Little shallow fly ball. Plasman goes out to the cut of the grass on the outfield. Puts it away for out number 1.
Up to the plate,
Lazarus Lane is going to step in. Lazarus, the number 7 hitter, playing in right field for the Golden Bears, hitting at .259 with 7 runs batted in. Castile's first pitch to Lane, swung on, hits it right at Mosier, takes a couple steps back in left field. Aiden puts it away. Out number 2.
Up to the plate, number 11, Cole Uran.
So number 8 spot in the order in left field is Cole Uran. Cole 300 with 10 runs batted in on the season. Squares around the bunt. Pitches high.
It's an easy sell.
Steals 1-0 pitch. Check swing. Just a bit high. Ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to the number 8 hitter, Cole Uran.
He's been pretty good. He didn't call one.
Castile's 2-0.
another one.
That one looked to be in about the same spot. That one's called a strike.
That was
2 balls and 1 strike. 2 outs, bases empty. Top of the second inning here at Crew Field at Tinora High School. We are scoreless. Rams and the Golden Bears.
Yeah.
Bunts it foul. First base side.
better.
2 balls and 2 strikes.
You're right.
Cade Carlin awaits on deck.
He's
Carlin, just a freshman for Coach Walker. Did a couple freshmen start this week. Wasion had a nice left fielder. 2-2 pitch, swung on. popped in foul territory. Now it comes back fair. Castillo calls for it. He's called off by Ward. Karen puts it away for out number 3. Good communication by the Rams on that one. In the inning for the Golden Bears, no runs, no hits, no Ram errors, nobody left on base. Heading to the bottom of inning number 2 here at Groove Field. Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard shows we are still scoreless. We'll be back right after this.
Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun of Defiance has been serving Northwest Ohio for over 30 years. Need cash? Collateral pawn loans are available. Stop in and see Shar and the staff at 5727 State Route 66 North in Defiance, Ohio. Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun carries a full line of new and pre-owned items that include firearms, ammo, optics, game systems, knives, jewelry, and Amish poly furniture. Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun has in-house jewelry as well as a gunsmith on site. Hours of operation are Monday 10 to 7, Tuesday through Friday 10 to 5, and Saturday 9 to 3. Got questions? Give them a call, 419-784-9880, or visit them online at woodenindianpawn.com, or visit their Facebook page. Wooden Indian Pawn and Gun, your locally owned pawn specialists. Say go Rams.
Back here at Groove Field, Rams sitting up 6, 7, and 8. Bosselman, Plasman, and Peters to face Carter Dominic. Rams got 2 runners on after 2 were out in the first inning, and Luke Harris sent a major league fly ball to center field to Cade Carlin out there. Dominic finishing up his warm-up pitches. Carter Dominic, the senior starter. Or sophomore starter, my apologies. Carter's a sophomore. And Dylan is the senior. Dylan, I believe, had a fantastic football season for Bryan. Check on the Lady Rams, 5-0 in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Skylie Zolman with a 3-run home run in the Rams' 5-run first inning. And the winner of that contest will play on May 17th at 4 p.m. at the Springfield Ball Diamonds that they have up there, which is a little bit away from Springfield High School. It's kind of hidden. Unless you actually know where that diamond is, you have no idea that it's even there. It's kind of like you're going back to a residential driveway. Then all of a sudden, the ball field appears. The baseball field's first, actually. And the softball field's kind of tucked in behind. Nice complex there. They have a big cell phone tower in center field that looks like a big fake Christmas tree. Carter Dominic winds it up. First pitch, up and in. To Hunter Bosselman, 273 for Hunter with 13 runs batted in. Hunter behind the plate for Coach Renolette today. Carter Dominic winds it up. 1-0 pitch inside. Strike called. Go through the Golden Bear defense here when we get a split second. Joe Watson's behind the plate. Schilling's at first. Dylan Dominic's at second. Noah Heward's at short. Chase Kepler's at third. 1-1 pitch. Strike 2 called on the inside corner. Outfield, Duran in left, Carlin in center, and Lazarus Lane in right. Your DH is Tyson Deckrotch. He is hitting for Schilling at first. Carter Dominic's 1-2 pitch to Bosselman. Lines a shot into left field for a solid base hit. Bosselman rounds first. He holds on there. Eli Plasman steps in. 333 for Eli with 9 runs batted in.
Same thing, too.
Bosselman leads off the Rams second with a smash in the left field. Dominic comes set. First pitch to Eli is called a strike. Dominic's 0-1 to Plasman. Squares around the butt, bunts it first base side, foul. Carter Dominic quickly ahead of Plasman. No balls and 2 strikes. Rams very good at small ball this year, especially in the last week. Had 2 suicide squeezes yesterday. Almost back to back. Dominic's 0-2 pitch to Plasman. Swung on, fouls it off third base side out of play. No balls and 2 strikes is the count to senior second baseman Eli Plasman. Eli, heck of a game last night on the mound. Limited to the Bluffton to just 1 run. That was unearned. Came off a Rams throwing error in the first inning. Here we are scoreless in the bottom of the second inning. Hunter Bosselman leads away at first with a leadoff single. Plasman at the plate. 0-2 pitch from Carter Dominic. Strike 3 called. Plasman froze on that one. Goes down looking for the first out here in the second. Going to bring up Riley Peters. Peters, the Rams' first baseman, comes in with a .200 average with 6 runs batted in on the season.
All right.
Dominic looks at the runner at first, Bosselman. Comes set. Pitch to Peters. Nice stop by catcher Joe Watson to save a wild pitch. Strike called on the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Rams junior first baseman, Riley Peters. Dominic looks over there at Bosselman at first, comes set. 1-1 pitch to Peters. Swung on, hit shortstop side. Shortstop comes up with it, bobbles the ball. Throws over to first base, not in time. Peters on an error, E6. We'll put Peters at first base and Bosselman at second. It's going to bring up the Rams center fielder, Grady Gusweiler. Grady comes in with a .273 average, 7 runs batted in. Grady's got 13 walks and 7 steals on the season and numerous all-star plays out there in center field. Rams threatening here, have runners at first and second with 1 out in a scoreless game here. Carter Dominic pitch hit to Grady, ground ball deep short. Throw to second base just in time to get Peters. So a force out at second. Bosselman's down at third. Gusweiler's on at first. Peters is out at second on that fielder's choice. 6-4 on the put out. I think if Riley extends his leg into the bag, he might actually beat the throw. Kind of went into a sliding motion and pulled his leg back. So Mosier steps in, top of the lineup. Runners at the corners. Gusweiler going to try and steal a run here. There goes Grady. Throw down to second baseman. Came in to cut at the grass, so catcher Watson just fires it to Dominic at second. Gusweiler with a stolen base. Number 8 on the season. Runners at second and third now. Pitch was a ball to Aiden Mosier. Mosier 0 for 1. Grounded to second his first plate appearance and was almost safe at first, just nipped by the throw. 1-0 pitch, check swing, ball 2.
Come on, Mo. Score a run here.
Work hard out there, Bob.
Carter Dominic comes set, looks at the runners. 2-0 pitch coming to Mosier. Nice stop again by Joe Watson. 3 balls and no strike to Aiden Mosier. Caden Radzik on deck for Tinora.
Big hole there, Mo.
Carter Dominic. His 3-0 pitch to Mosier. Bullseye, strike 1.
Score a run now here. Come on, kid.
He's going on a mile an hour, you know. Yeah, they were
3-1 pitch. Swung on.
playing in between.
Foul ball left side. Third baseman giving chase. Can't catch up to it. Jace Kepler made a nice effort. Just could not make the catch. About a foot foul from him. So Mosier comes back, grabs the bat. It's a 3-1 count.
Oh my gosh. Stop, what's wrong?
3-2 pitch. That one's outside, ball 4. That's going to load him up. Mosier works a walk. So Aiden trots down to first. Rams have runners on every base. Mosier at first. Gusweiler at second. And Bosselman's at third. Caden Radzik steps in. Radzik leads the team in runs batted in. Perfect chance for a couple right here. Carter Dominic comes set. It's going to work out of the set with the bases loaded. Pitch to Caden. Breaking ball. Catches the inside corner. Strike one.
Face it, fella. Come on here.
Dominic's 0-1 pitch to Radzik. Low. Count evens at a ball and a strike.
Well, now we need a little bit of rain, I think. No, not yet. They got to get theirs in too. So I don't know how much we got.
He planted that one.
Carter Dominic's 1-1 to Radzik. Swung on. High fly on the infield. Carter Dominic calls for it, makes the catch, and puts it away for out number 3. Rams threaten again. Do not score. They leave him loaded for Tinora in the second inning. They get no runs on 1 hit. No errors. They leave 3. That's 5 left on base through 2 innings of play. We are scoreless on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard.
The law office of Wiener, Hill, Weber, and Stanley is a full-service law firm dedicated to providing quality legal services in Defiance and all of Northwest Ohio. Since 1965, their attorneys have had a well-deserved reputation of excellence in serving clients with a focus on integrity, advocacy, and understanding. At Wiener, Hill, Weber, and Stanley, we are a general practice law firm that can handle all of your legal needs. We offer high-quality legal work and personal client service, and each of our attorneys is committed to providing you with top-notch legal support. Attorneys Jim Wiener, Danny Hill, Cam Stanley, and Ian Weber are here to assist you. Give them a call at 419-782-3010 or visit them online at wienerlawoffice.com. The law office of Wiener, Hill, Weber, and Stanley is a proud supporter of the Tinora Rams.
Back at Group Field, we head to the top of the third inning here. 9-1-2 for the Golden Bears to face Rams senior righty Corbin Castile. Been in quite the groove here the last 3 weeks. It was a tough luck loss versus Kalida a couple Saturdays ago. And outside of that, Castile has basically been unhittable. Not really overpowering, but Castile has nice movement on his ball for the senior righty. See, the bots are working overtime on my page here. Deleted about 15 of those fake live streams in the comment section. Don't actually see any comments from anybody. Probably because they're all overtaken by the bots. And they're, hey, click on my live stream. So thanks everybody for out there watching. And if you're listening, we thank you as well. Here, we are scoreless as we head to the third inning here at Group Field as Castile completes his final warm-up pitches. Cade Carlin, the center fielder, steps in. 239 on the season with 8 runs batted in. As a team, Bryan hits 257.
Up to the plate, number 9, Cade Carlin.
It's 77 sticky degrees here at Tinora High School on this Friday. Castile's first pitch to Carlin is a strike. I guess it's not. It's a ball high. Had beautiful 3 straight days here in Northwest Ohio. There wasn't a single cloud in the sky. 1-0 pitch. That one catches the outside corner. Strike one called. Wind blowing about 8 to 12 miles an hour off and on. Blowing into center field to third base side. 1-2 pitch. Just misses the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike to the number 9 hitter, Cade Carlin. Jace Kepler on deck. Top of the lineup for the Golden Bears. Castile's 2-1. That one's a strike call. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Next door, bottom of the fourth, still 5-0 Lady Rams. They scored 5 in that bottom of the first inning, and that's been it since. 2-2 pitches outside. Skylie Zolman on the mound. You get 5 runs, that's about all Skylie needs. You give her 2, I think she's happy. Payoff pitch, swung on. Driven in the gap. Mosier cruises over into left center field. Puts it away. Carlin gave it a ride, hit a little bit deeper than what I thought. Still resulted in an out.
He gets that stumpy blow.
Top of the lineup, Jace Kepler. Kepler singled and was picked off. That was a huge play in that top of the first inning as 2 of the next 3 batters reached. Castillo winds it up. First pitch, breaking ball. Nice pitch by Corbin. Strike called.
The women think you got it. They keep all the decorations.
You're right.
Castillo's 0-1 to Kepler. Strike called on the outside corner. Same exact spot.
Last Sunday he was running down the ball. Where'd you get?
0-2 pitch coming.
Didn't want to let go.
Swung on, foul tipped into the glove. Strike out for Castillo. That's out number 2.
Up to the plate.
First strikeout for Corbin Castillo.
Tell me. You won't re-will. You don't like it. This is what the whole rupture of the church is.
Noah Howard steps in, 0 for 1, 286 on the season. First pitch to Howard, breaking ball, strike called. Corbin gets that breaking ball working. He's tough to hit, which we saw Saturday versus Patrick Henry. 0-1 pitch, strike called on the outside corner. No balls and 2 strikes. Noah Heward quickly down, no balls and 2 strikes.
Some of them, all they did was draw up past the
0-2 pitch coming, breaking ball fouled back.
That's all they wanted to talk about.
Not comparing Corbin Castillo to Greg Maddox by any means whatsoever, but Corbin and Eli Plasman. I think last night Eli had a complete game and pitched like 69 pitches, and 49 of those were strikes, and Corbin's right behind. That pitch is outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. You're really not going to walk a lot of batters, and they're not going to throw the ball by you by any means either, but they have some off-speed pitches that are just wicked at times. Castillo's 1-2 to Heward. Heward asks for time, he steps out. Castillo nods yes, gets a sign from Bosselman. 1-2 pitch, breaking ball, swung on and missed. Strike 3. Down goes Heward. Back-to-back strikeouts for Castillo. That's the 3rd strikeout for Corbin in the inning for the Golden Bears. No runs, no hits, no Ram errors, no Golden Bears left on base. After 2.5 innings here at Grube Field, we are still scoreless on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard.
The law office of Wiener Hill, Weber, and Stanley is a full-service law firm dedicated to providing quality legal services in Defiance and all of Northwest Ohio. Since 1965, their attorneys have had a well-deserved reputation of excellence in serving clients with a focus on integrity, advocacy, and understanding. At Wiener Hill, Weber, and Stanley, we are a general practice law firm that can handle all of your legal needs. We offer high-quality legal work and personal client service, and each of our attorneys is committed to providing you with top-notch legal support. Attorneys Jim Wiener, Danny Hill, Cam Stanley, and Ian Weber are here to assist you. Give them a call at 419-782-3010 or visit them online at wienerlawoffice.com. The law office of Wiener, Hill, Weber, and Stanley is a proud supporter of the Tinora Rams.
Northwest Ohio Sports is the place for sports rankings, news, scores, podcasts, and more for area athletics. Check them out at Northwest Ohio Sports on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Back at Sonora. Bottom of the 3rd we go. We are still looking for our first run. Rams threatened in the first 2 innings, just can't get a key hit. Fort Sonora 3, 4, and 5, the heart of the lineup, Wolfram, Ward, and Harris. Then we'll face Carter Dominic, who came in with an 0-3 record with a 5.25 ERA. Coming in, he allowed 29 hits in 22 innings, and he has been in control through I can't say absolute control, because the Rams, like I said, have 5 base runners. but he has yet to allow a run, and he's allowed just 2 hits. Dalton Wolfram steps in, bats from the right side. Dalton came in with a .297 average with 21 runs batted in, an impressive 17 stolen bases. Tomorrow we're back here versus the Wildcats of Miller City. Monday, back here versus Delta. Tuesday, Archibald will be here. First pitch from Carter Dominic to Wolfram. Catches the outside corner, strike 1.
He's ever said nothing. He's never followed up on that.
Dominic's 0-1 to Wolfram. Swung on, fouled back. Carter Dominic quickly ahead of Wolfram. No balls and 2 strikes.
Wait play, kid.
Rams team batting average is .305.
I seen him last 30 in Nard.
Team ERA is 1.90 for Tinora.
He happened to be the source.
That one's high and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the Rams designated hitter, Dalton Wolfram. Dominic gets the sign from Joe Watson, winds it up, 1-2 pitch outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Carrying the sink, and all of a sudden I felt like I was going to pass out. It's a good thing
They can give you one.
Down, passed out for like a second.
Dalton hitting for the Rams starting pitcher Corbin Castile. 2-2 pitch to Wolfram. Throws the bat at the ball, little shallow fly ball into right field. In comes Lazarus Lane to make a nice running catch to retire Wolfram for the first out here in the 3rd inning. Gonna bring up Taryn Ward. Taryn walked in the first. 333 for Taryn, 15 runs batted in.
That's why I said don't start that conspiracy theory.
Carter Dominic lines it up. First pitch to Taryn. Check swing. Catches the outside corner. Strike 1 called.
But I think he doesn't get the farm.
Headed to the bottom of the 5th. Next door, Lady Rams still with that 5-0 lead over Swanton. Ward drills it center field. Way back goes Carlin. Way back. Puts his glove up and makes the catch right before the fence. Ward gave it a ride to center field and deep center field.
They can only go to Ridgeville. That's Pikes County line.
Cade Carlin tracked it down and retired Taryn Ward. Luke Harris, the number 5 hitter, steps in. Luke playing in right field, flew out to center field his first time up. Dominic's pitch, slow, ball 1.
Can or just go 1-2.
Carter Dominic's 1-0 to Luke Harris. That's low, 2 balls and no strikes.
Terry was living with her.
How do I get something started here?
Since Vernon passed away. She never got married.
I don't know.
2-0 pitch to Luke.
Hi, babe. How do I?
That's ball 3 low. Hunter Bosselman is on deck for the Rams.
Yeah, see, yeah.
Carter Dominic winds it up, his 3-0. Strike called. 3 balls and a strike to the Rams right fielder Luke Harris. First team all GMC in basketball this year. 3-1. Swung on, fouled off first base side out of play. Luke averaged 18 points a game. Won the 3-point contest in the All-Star game at Hicksville and actually won the slam dunk contest as well over there at Hicksville in the same event. Had a breakaway slam dunk. That was about a month ago, at least. 3-2 pitch coming. Harris, little shallow fly ball into right field. The second baseman, Dylan Dominic, goes out there and tracks it down for out number 3. Rams go quickly in their bottom of the 3rd inning. No runs, no hits, no Bryan errors. And for the first time, the Rams do not leave anybody on base. Top of the 4th we go. here at Group Field on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard. We are still scoreless.
The Tinora Rams Athletic Boosters is a proud sponsor of Tinora Sports and Tinora Rams Live. The Athletic Boosters is a nonprofit organization that supports Tinora athletes, coaches, and athletic facilities. The Boosters' support is shown in many ways, including volunteering time, raising money, and contributing funds to better enhance the team or the organization's performance. Yearly and lifetime memberships are available. Visit them on Facebook at Tinora Athletic Boosters.
Northwest Ohio Sports is the place for sports rankings, news, scores, podcasts, and more for area athletics. Check them out at Northwest Ohio Sports on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Back to the action on Tinora Rams Sports Live.
Back at Tinora High School, we head to the top of inning number 4 for the Golden Bears. 3, 4, and 5 hitters, Tyson Decroch, Joe Watson, and Carter Dominic to face Corbin Castile. Next door, Lady Rams have added a run in the bottom of the 5th inning. They now lead Swanton by a score of 6-0. And if the Rams hold on to win, they will play May 17th at 4 p.m. And that game will be at the Springfield Complex in Holland, Ohio. About a 45-minute drive, and if you take the GPS route, you're going to see some of the nicest homes in that area, I assure you. Like, where the heck, kind of like in Kalida, you're like, where do these people work? Castillo's first pitch, breaking ball inside corner. Nice pitch to Tyson Decroch. Decroch walked in the first inning. 195 for Decroch.
Three's enough. We don't need to last couple.
Castillo winds and fires. Pitch is fouled back. Decroch on the third base side.
How many people's there? Something like that.
Rams Tracksters over at Ayersville today in the GMCs. Actually moved that ahead an hour to prepare for the rain that arrives late. Swung on and fouled out of play, first base side. Sound of the bat made it sound like it was hit harder than what it was, or farther, both. Was this a lazy foul ball? 0-2 pitch from Castillo, breaking ball hit at Radzik. He scoops it off the turf for out number 1. Backhanded grab by Radzik, picked it off the pebbles here at Tinora High School on the turf infield. So Decroch is retired for the first out. Joe Watson steps in. Watson singled in the first inning. 333 for Watson on the season. Biggest play of the game so far was the first batter, as we discussed in between innings. Chase Kepler singled and was picked off first base. And the next, or 2 of the next 3 Golden Bears proceeded to reach safely. First pitch is a strike to Joe Watson. Castillo's pitch. Swung on, fouled back. No balls and 2 strikes.
What she did was
Bryan has Game Changer, but I think they're one of the few that still use the classic Game Changer, so I don't think they score it live. I want to check. 0-2 pitch outside. 1 ball and 2 strike. Bases empty, 1 out here in the top of the 4th. No score here at Groove Field. Castillo's 1-2. Swung on and missed. Down goes Watson. Forced strikeout for Castillo.
Up to the plate, number 5, Carter Dominic.
Carter Dominic's going to step in. Carter flew out to Luke Harris in the first inning on a nice running catch by Luke. Yes, Bryan does not score live on the classic Game Changer. So I kind of interested in the ball strike ratio for Corbin here tonight. It's always nice to see that. Pitch is a strike to Carter. 0-1 pitch. Ground ball, first base side. Peter scoops it up. Tags the runner coming across. Kind of, I don't know what was up with that, but as the third out, Dominic coming across the bag. I think he tried to knock the ball out of Peter's arms. So Peters unassisted on the final put out in the inning. No runs, no hits, no ram errors, nobody left on base. Headed to the bottom of the 4th inning here at Tinora High School's Groove Field. Still looking for our first run. Be a fantastic time for the Rams to put across one.
Drop Zone Pizzeria in Ayersville and Stryker offers the area's best pizza, wings, subs, and calzones. In fact, Drop Zone Pizzeria was voted the area's best pizza in 2020 and again for 2022. From pickle pizza to pilot bread to grandma pizza, Drop Zone Pizzeria is always looking outside the pizza box for something special for their fantastic customers. Order by calling in Ayersville at 419-395-2525 or in Stryker at 419-990-2525. Hours of operation close Monday, Tuesday through Thursday, and Sunday, 4 to 8 p.m., Friday and Saturday till 9. Drop Zone Pizzeria now with 2 locations, downtown Ayersville at 13995 Fruit Ridge Road, and also at 301 South Defiance Street in downtown Stryker. Stop in at the Stryker location for a bite of ice cream. Visit them on Facebook at the Drop Zone Pizzeria where online ordering is available. And remember, the Drop Zone Pizzeria says go Rams.
Back to Groove Field we go. Winds picking up. Temperatures dropped a degree or two. We can feel. Humidity is gone. That just means the rain is on the horizon. Rams and Golden Bears in a scoreless battle here. Each team has 2 hits. The Golden Bears with the only error of the contest for Tinora. 6, 7, and 8 to face Carter Dominic. Hunter Bosselman, Eli Plasman, and Riley Peters to face Carter Dominic.
We are surrounded by rain.
John says we are surrounded by rain. And looking at the radar on John's phone, yes, indeed. If it's like the rain we had, oh my, we are literally surrounded by rain. It's just green. So if it's like the rain we had earlier, which was a light rain, it was just enough to make your car look dirty. At least mine it did. Hunter Bosselman's going to step in. 273 for Hunter coming in. He added a single, so his average is probably about 280 now. Average has climbed about 100 points or so in the last 3 weeks. Pitch is a high. I guess it caught the outside corner too. Strike called to Bosselman. Carter Dominic lines it up. 0-1 pitch to Bosselman. Swings and fouls it off down the right field side, out of play. Dominic ahead of Bosselman, no balls and 2 strikes. And the home plate umpire, which I should know his name it escapes me for whatever reason, but he also is a very good basketball official. Took the time to explain to the boys before the game, especially Caden Radzik, on the do's and don'ts of coming set. Because we had the issue, for those of you that watched or listened to the game or went to the game at Wasion, Caden has a unique windup. 0-2 pitch coming, that's low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Where they actually
25 years down the road there.
called a balk on Caden, I believe. And then, I don't know if I don't think they reversed that. BR came out and was asking what happened. And
Most of ours.
ball 2 to Bosselman. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the umpire tonight took the boys over there before the game, and he was over there for probably a good 5 minutes. 5 minutes explaining like the windup. 2-2 pitch. Hunter fouls it back. Count stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bases empty, no outs. Still scoreless here as the Rams bat in the 4th inning. Lady Rams next door, bottom of the 6th inning already over there. And the Coach Fairchild and the Lady Rams with a 6-0 lead over Swanton. Bosselman sends it into right field. Coming in is Lazarus Lane to put it away for out number 1, retiring Hunter.
Come on, Eli.
Number 7 hitter Eli Plasman comes to the plate. Eli struck out looking in the 2nd inning. Carter Dominic winds up his first pitch to Eli Plasman. Little tapper third base side. The third baseman comes on, scoops it up. Jace Kepler fires over to first base to Landon Schilling, and Plasman is retired. 5-3 for out number 2. Riley Peters steps in. Peters reached on an error in the second inning. Error by the shortstop,
Come on, Riley.
which is the only error in the contest.
Get hit, fella.
Well, I just noticed on my.
Pitch is outside. Ball 1 to Riley. Yes, Pittsburgh Sioux. We need a run before the rain comes. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs to Riley Peters. Was a fantastic 3-4 days here, Pittsburgh Sioux, before today. 1-1 pitch to Riley. That's low and inside. Ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. If we can hold off the rain for another hour, we'll be all set. 2-1 pitch to Peters. Ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. Grady Gusweiler waits on deck.
You like it here.
3-1 to Peters. Swings and fouls it off first base side or the Golden Bears dugout out of play. Count to Peters goes full at 3-2. Golden Bears. The Golden Bears brought a decent crowd with them over here. A little short trip from Bryan. 3-2 pitch. That's low, hitting about 5 feet in front of the plate, so Peters trots down to first base on the walk.
Up to bat, number 25.
But I will say that Route 6 drive from Bryan to Archibald has to be the most boringest drive in the history of driving. At least personally it is. Yeah. John agrees. Yes. There's like literally, it's like, must be what it's like to like drive in Oklahoma and Iowa. There's nothing but farmland everywhere.
Come on, Grady. Come on, fella.
Peters at first, short lead for Riley. Pitch to Grady, just a bit high, ball 1. Still scoreless here in the bottom of the 4th. Next door, top of the 7th inning, Lady Rams lead 6-0 over Swanton. 3 more outs, and the Lady Rams are your sectional champs for the 2nd straight year. Thrower to first base, Peters with a head first dive back into the bag. Riley with just 1 stolen base on the year. See if Coach Renolette puts a hit and run on. Dominic comes set. Peters stays put. Pitch to Grady. Just a bit high. 2 balls and no strikes. Top of the lineup, Aiden Mosier on deck. Peters on first with a 2-out walk. Gusweiler at the plate. 2 balls and no strikes. Carter Dominic looks over at Peters. Comes set. 2-0 pitch to Grady. That's low. Ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes to Grady Gusweiler. Dominic's pitch. Outside corner. Just nipped the black on the plate for a strike. 3 balls and a strike to Grady.
Hey, takes 1. Only 1 here.
Next door, Skylie's got 9 strikeouts. She's allowed 3 hits and 6 in the 3rd innings. Pitch to Gusweiler, strike 2 called. So Carter Dominic is battled back. Down 3 balls and no strikes to Peters will be off with the pitch. Dominic steps off. Peters scampers back to the bag. Mosier on deck for Tinora. Dominic climbs back atop the mountain, gets set, looks in, gets a sign from his battery mate, Joe Watson. Looks over at Peters at first, looks over, long look. Peters takes off, pitch to Grady, throws the bat on the ball, fouls it back, stays alive. Count stays full at 3-2. Through the first 2 innings, the Rams left 5 on base and have not threatened since off Dominic. And for Bryan, their biggest threat came in the first inning, where they had 2 runners on and did not score. 3-2 pitch. There goes Peters. Pitch to Grady is inside. Ball 4. Tosses the bat aside and trots down to first base. Peters goes down to second. Back-to-back walks. Gus Weiler steps in. Or Gus Weiler heads to first. Mosier steps in. Hayden Mosier, sophomore, is 0 for 1 officially. Walked in the second and grounded out in the first. 288 for Aiden. Aiden bats from the right side of the plate. Dominic looks back at Peters at second. Looks again. Comes set. Pitch to Mosier outside. Ball 1.
They're about halfway then.
All right, let's go. Here we go. 5.
So then he went to Walmart. He got on third shift. Like 26. It's kind of surprised to be super.
Dominic's 1-0 pitch to Mosier. Low. Gets behind Watson. Peters tries for third. Throw in. Got him. Not even close. So Peters is thrown out at third. BR just stands there with his hands on his head. So Mosier will be at the plate next inning. Ball got away from Watson, but not far enough to take off. So Peters is thrown out at third for the third out. In the inning for the Rams, they threaten to get a runner at second. First and second do not score. They do not get a hit. No errors, and they leave 2 on base. After 4 innings of play here at Groove Field, we are still scoreless on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard.
Have your hair and nails gotten out of control over the past few months? Cut and Polish Salon of Defiance is your local salon to get all pampered up. Cut and Polish Salon offers a vast range of quality services, including haircuts, highlights, specialty coloring, waxing, manicures, and pedicures. Please schedule a visit at their fun, relaxing salon where you can be sure that all of your hair and nail needs are a top priority. Cut and Polish Hair and Nail Salon is located at 413 Hopkins Street in Defiance. Be sure to book your appointment today by calling 419-576-5087 or do your booking online by visiting their Facebook page. Cut and Polish Salon says, remember, it's all fun and games until someone breaks a nail. Cut and Polish Salon is a proud supporter of Tinora Rams Live.
Check out Tinora Rams Live. Live events broadcast on YouTube and post-game results, articles, schedules, and more can all be found on TinoraRams.com.
Back at Groove Field, we are scoreless as we head to the top of the 5th. Next door, Lady Rams do advance 6-0 over Swanton.
Number 14.
Skyley Zolman with a complete game shutout, and for Skyley on the mound, 7 innings pitched. She allowed just 3 hits, did not allow a run, struck out 10, and walked just 2. Big plays in the game. Actually, Skyley had a 3-run home run in the first inning. Pitch up and in. Leans Dylan Dominic back. 6, 7, and 8 for Bryan. Dylan Dominic, Lazarus Lane, and Cole Uran to bat against Corbin Castile. Both teams have no runs on 2 hits. Castile winds it, fires. Shot left field side, foul. But the Lady Rams will play the 17th at 4 o'clock. Tried to find out who they play. That game will be over probably any second as well. Breaking ball, fouled back. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Dylan Dominic. Dominic was 0 for 1, grounded to Plasman in the second. Came in hitting .250. Castile gets the sign, long look in, winds it up. Pitch is fouled off, first base side out of play. Count stays at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Castile's 1-2 outside, just missed. Count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Thought about it earlier.
Castile's 2-2 to Dominic. Swung on, fouled off, first base side out of play. Dylan staying alive. John points out our spotter up here. John. Tyler Wimpkin on at first base. Strike.
Nope.
No, just missed. Castile just missed. It looked like he shaved the outside corner. Didn't get the call. Count goes full to Dylan Dominic at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Castile winds it up, fires. Dominic drills it to left field. Coming in, making a nice waist high catch is Rams left fielder Aiden Mosier to retire Dominic for the first out. Dominic hit a liner. Unfortunately, hit it right at Mosier.
What's your mom's first name? Judy.
Going to bring up the number 7 hitter number in the right fielder, number 12, Lazarus Lane. 259 for Lane. Flew out to Mosier, his first plate appearance. This one's fouled off first base side, out of play. Scoreless here in the top of the 5th. Both teams had chances early and have been blank since. Breaking ball just a bit inside. Rams had an opportunity last inning, had a runner thrown out at third base, which BR, I think, is still shaking his head in the dugout. 1-1 pitch coming to Lane. Just a whisker outside. 2 balls and a strike to Lazarus Lane. Castiles 2-1. Hits shortstop side. Razik scoops it up, throws it over. Whipkin snags it to retire Lane for out number 2. 6-3 on the putout. Going to bring up the number 8 hitter, Cole Uran.
Number 11, Cole Uran.
He a little grounded or flew out to Karen Ward in the second. Just right in the middle between home and third base. Castile's first pitch, strike on the outside corner.
Other than McDonald's, Frisch's,
Yeah, but you make do wonder.
Castiles 0-1. Breaking ball, tap third base side. Ward has to wait for the hop. Throw over. In time, the ball and the runner all came to play at the exact same time. Ward with the bouncer had to wait for the hop, fielded it, fired over to Wimpkin at first. Wimpkin, the ball, and Urain all arrived at the same time. Urain took a tumble. It seems to be all right. Nice play by Tyron Ward and Ty Wimpkin over there. 5-3 on the putout for out number 3 in the inning for the Golden Bears. They go quickly again. Castile just cruising along here. No runs, no hits, no Ram errors, and nobody left on base for Bryan. We're heading to the bottom of the 5th. We are still scoreless on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard.
Is your business looking for someone to take the day-to-day worries of your bookkeeping off your mind? Weber Bookkeeping Solutions of Defiance is here to help. With over 5 years of small business bookkeeping experience and 7 years in banking, you can be confident that your books are in the right hands with Jenny Weber. Let Weber Bookkeeping Solutions handle the monthly tracking and reports so that you can focus on your business goals. Contact Jenny at 419-956-1273, and you can also visit her on Facebook or at weberbookkeeping.com.
Check out Tinora Rams Live. Live events broadcast on YouTube and post-game results, articles, schedules, and more can all be found on TinoraRams.com.
Back at Groove Field. Bottom of the 5th inning we go for Tinora. Top of the lineup, Mosier, Radzik, and Wolfer. Mosier was at the plate last inning when Riley Peters was thrown out at third base. Pitch got away from the catcher, Joe Watson, about 5 or 6 feet just to the where the grass would be here on the turf. Peters got a late break, took off for third, and was thrown out by about 5 feet to win the inning. And that ended the Rams rally. Mosier officially is 0 for 1, walked in the second and grounded out in the first. So the Lady Rams victorious will play on the 17th at 4 p.m. So I'll try and get a result from Oak Harbor's the number 1 seed in that region. So assuming that Oak Harbor probably had a 5-inning win. Pitch by Dominic is outside corner, strike called.
I think they didn't really have any
Carter Dominic winds and fires. Pitch is low, hits to the backstop. 1 ball and 1 strike to Aiden Mosier. One pitch coming to Mosier. Swung on tap, third base side. Kepler fires over to first base in time to get to Speedy Mosier. Looked like it was going to come up, almost slipped through the breadbasket there of Jace Kepler. He hung on to it and fired over to first base in time to get Mosier. 5-3 on the putout. That's going to bring up the Rams shortstop, Caden Radzik. Radzik comes in 0 for 2, 368 on the season for Radzik. First pitch by Dominic is outside corner, ball 1. I'm assuming this is the best outing of the season for Carter Dominic. Came in with an ERA of 5.25 and an 0-3 record. Pitch to Radzik stays a bit high. 2 balls and no strikes. Sun trying to pop through here at Grube Field. Dominic's 2-0 to Radzik. Up and in. Ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes. Bases empty. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Rams and Golden Bears trying to break the ice here.
Come on, Gabe. Come on, fella.
3-0 pitch to Radzik. Bullseye. Strike 1 called. Dalton Wolfram on deck for Tinora. Pitch is up and in. Radzik grabs a 1-out walk. He's going to head down to first base. That will bring up Dalton Wolfram.
Now at the plate, number 15, Dalton Wolfram.
And for Dalton Wolfram today, Dalton singled in the first, flew out in the
Come on, Dalton. Come on.
third.
He's on his way to Columbus.
So Radzik dives back into first base. Radzik, always a threat to go, has 15 stolen bases on the season.
I was supposed to go golfing, but they switched the time, so I couldn't go.
Carter Dominic comes set. Pitch to Wolfram.
I'd go. I'm going to
Outside.
None of the people I'm going with like to golf. Like,
1 ball and no strikes.
and my friend's grandma on Monday.
Game Changer is a really nice feature until you try and find a team and they have like 17 accounts.
Get up and just do it one time.
Which is what I'm trying to do between pitches here. Pitches up and in. 2 balls and no strikes.
My mom's actually coming with us.
I finally found it here, I believe. Oak Harbor Rockets.
I need the Sarasota, but I'm not
Wolfram steps back in. Radzik
Get one here.
leads away from first. Dominic comes set. 2-0 pitch to Wolfram. Strike on the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike.
own a house in there and they rent it out. Like,
So Oak Harbor with an 8-0 win. So they're going to move on and face the Lady Rams. Throw over. Radzik back with the head first dive. Two 2-1 pitch coming. There goes Radzik. Big jump. Throw down, not even. I don't know why Watson even bothered to throw. Radzik was gone before Dominic even let go of the ball. So Radzik, with his 16th stolen base, is on at second with a 2-2 count to Wolfram and 1 out. Still scoreless here. Dalton Wolfram, one of the key hitters on the Rams season.
like our whole house.
Get one here.
Digs back in. Dominic's 2-2 pitch coming to Dalton. Up and in. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Last year, I believe the Lady Rams knocked off the number 1 seed at Seago on their way to the Sweet 16. So
Get out of you, fella.
I think it'll be next Tuesday if my Tinora math adds up right. Mr. Penner was my math teacher, so if it doesn't, blame him.
He's not allowed to.
3-2 pitch is fouled first or third base side. Coach Renolette scoops it up. Nice play by BR down there.
You balance them there.
Green, they call it green.
So I was in the midst of like filling out application to and they pay like $23 now. I was like,
Payoff pitch coming. Radzik with a decent lead down there at second. Wolfram digs back in. Radzik almost leaned the wrong way. Caden took a step towards third. Dominic stepped off, wheeled, fired back behind, and Radzik just beat the throw in from Dominic. 3-2 pitch coming. Dominic comes set. Wolfram's ready. Payoff pitch. Wolfram swings and fouls it behind us. Out of play. Joe Watson couldn't find the ball, which didn't matter because it was out of play. Thank you, Ray, for the compliments. Yeah, if you have been back here to the corner of Dahmersville here and Banner School, the corner looks completely different than what it did even 2 years ago.
See it drive, Dalton.
Facilities are upgraded. Fantastic facilities here. Well, the football field needs replaced a bit, but outside of that,
because I feel like
school looks fantastic. 3-2 pitch. Strike. Whoa! Wolfram. I don't know how Dalton let that one go by, but Wolfram worked a walk. So Dalton's on at first with 1 out. Radzik is on at second. Taryn Ward's going to step in. Taryn walked in the first and flew out to center in the third. Taryn, 333, coming in with 15 runs batted in. Timeout on the field. Coach Corey Walker going to go out and have a conversation with his starter, Carter Dominic, and Carter has not allowed a run and allowed just 2 hits. Identical lines on the scoreboard for both teams, except for Bryan has an error. No runs on 2 hits for both teams. Rams certainly have had their chance to put a run on the board. Stranded 2 in the first, left the bases loaded in the second. Left, well, only 1 was left on last inning. They had 2-1. Runner was thrown out at third. So the Rams' third baseman, Taryn Ward, steps in with runners at first and second and 1 out. Dominic's pitch. Ward slaps it at the third baseman. Fields it, steps on the bag. Long throw across. Not in time. So Radzik is out at third for the second out. Wolfram goes down to second. Ward's on at first on the fielder's choice. Smash right at Jace Kepler. He fielded it. Took about 2 steps. Stepped on third base for the force out and fired across the first. And Ward beat the throw. Going to bring up Luke Harris. Harris 0 for 2. First pitch to Luke. Strike called. Harris with a huge 3-run double Tuesday at Wasion to break the ice. Coach Runner finally arrives on site.
How are they doing?
Pitch is low. Nice stop by Watson. Wolfram stays put at second. 1 ball and 1 strike to Luke Harris. 2 outs. Rams have runners at first and second. And we are scoreless here in the bottom of the 5th. 1-1 pitch from Carter Dominic to Luke Harris. Outside, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Sun's almost broke through here at Groom Field. It wants to. Rain has passed for the time being, but it'll creep up on us later, I believe. Dominic's 2-1 to Harris. Steps off. Wolfram scampers back to second. You can tell Dalton's a wrestler. Some of his slides and dives.
Oh, yeah. Just about double.
2-1 pitch to Luke Harris. Swung on and missed. Nice off-speed pitch there by Carter Dominic. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Rams have runners on first and second. No score here at Groove Field in the bottom of the 5th. Wolfram always a threat to steal. He's actually stole a couple runs when the throw went into left field here in the last week. Pitch to Harris. Oh, soft liner into left field. Coming on to make a catch was Cole Uran. Uran with the liner off the bat of Harris was sinking. He came in and made a waist-high catch to retire Harris and the Rams. So again, the Rams threaten. They do not score.
Don't argue.
For Tinora in the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, and Tinora leaves 2-1 base. Headed to the 6th inning here at Groove Field, and we are still scoreless on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard.
Looking for home or auto insurance? What about building for retirement? Or looking to start a small investment portfolio for your family? Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services of Defiance has you covered. Tim Bidlack of Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services has over 10 years of investment experience. Tim can assist in estate planning, IRAs, 401k investments, among other financial planning areas. Need home or auto insurance? Welcome Austin Bidlack. He can assist you on those. At Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services, they will work one-on-one with you to make sure your home, auto, and business are protected. Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services are located at 912 East 2nd Street in Defiance. Call Tim or Austin at 419-438-0023 today for a free quote. You can visit them online or on their Facebook page as well. Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services wish the best to all the Tinora Rams athletes this season.
Check out Tinora Rams Live. Live events broadcast on YouTube and post-game results, articles, schedules, and more can all be found on TinoraRams.com.
Back to the action on Tinora Rams Sports Live.
Back at Groove Field, we are scoreless as we head to the top of the 6th inning for Bryan 9-1-2 to face Corbin Castile, both pitchers.
Up to the plate, number 9, Kate.
Fantastic performances here. Carlin 0 for 1, 239 on the season. Then the top of the lineup, Jace Kepler on deck for Bryan. Dr. Fairchild visited us next door, came over from the Lady Rams game. Tapper back to Castile, fields it, fires over to Wimpkin for out number 1. 1-3 on the putout for the first out.
I use my putter.
If you need any adjustments, make sure you get a hold of Dr. Fairchild and Dr. Kayla at Fairchild Family Chiropractic Center, 100 Stadium Drive.
I kind of got in.
I don't know if he knows.
Castile winds it up. First pitch to Kepler is outside for a ball. Kepler is 0 for 2, struck out in the 3rd, singled in the 1st, and the play of the game so far actually was caught stealing in the 1st inning. 1-0 pitch is fouled off first base side, out of play. Harris giving chase like he's a sprinter on the Tinora track team over there. Chases it down over there by the fence and throws it back in. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Base is empty here in the top of the 6th inning. No runs on 2 hits for both teams. Bryan with the only error here tonight. Castile with another fantastic performance. He was a hard luck loss at Kalida a couple Saturdays ago. He lost that game 3-2 where the Rams left, I believe, 11 or 12 runners on base. 1-1 pitch. Strike call on the outside corner. Since then, most of the stands have been installed in Kalida, and last week, I believe they opened that up to the public so you could actually go in there and set. Castile's 1-2 pitch coming to Kepler. Swung on, drilled it to shortstop Radzik. He scoops it up, fires over in time to get Kepler. 6-3 on the putout.
Up to the plate, number 1. No.
But the seating over there at Kalida is like actual stadium seating, kind of like Defiance High School. So once they get that project complete, which is supposed to be done midsummer, it was a good look when we were over there, and we were just on the outside looking in. First pitch to Noah Heward is hit into right field. Harris takes a couple steps towards the line and puts it away for out number 3 in the inning. Golden Bears go quickly. No runs, no hits, no Ram errors, and no Golden Bears left on base. Bryan has actually not stranded a runner since that first inning. We're heading to the bottom of the 6th inning here at Groove Field at Tinora High School, and we are still scoreless on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard.
Okolona Tavern, located in downtown Okolona, is the home of the famous Okie Tavern wings. Stop in after the game and get some delicious wings, burgers, fries, onion rings, and enjoy an ice cold beverage while talking about the game. Hours of operation are Tuesday to
Number
Sunday.
one, who we got?
Check out
Noah
the Okolona
Heward.
Tavern on Facebook for a menu before you head out. Mexican food specials every Thursday and Sunday. The Okolona Tavern, a proud supporter of the Tinora Rams.
High standards, hard work, sincerity.
Okay,
Past 37
Dominic went to
years, those have been
third.
the day-to-day ideals behind Batt & Stevens, regarded as one of the finest auto body repair shops in the 6-county area. Our technicians understand how you feel about your vehicle, so they're trained to know your automobile inside and out. Batt & Stevens will provide you with fine workmanship.
Heward's on the mound, right?
Work
Okay.
closely with you to
Got it.
ensure your complete.
Number one, Noah Heward.
We
That dude
believe
pitched a
full
heck of a
service
game.
is one of the keys to complete collision repair. Once your vehicle enters our shop, you can be sure it is handled with the utmost attention to detail at every phase of the repair process. Our skilled professionals are committed to this high standard of quality on every job, from small dings to major collision damage, whether it is just fitting decorative trim pieces or restoring your vehicle's entire structure. We work on all makes and models, foreign and domestic, including recreational vehicles. Our state-of-the-art equipment helps us perform every kind of job with a lifetime guarantee. Free estimates can be obtained anytime, and loaner cars are available by appointment. Batt & Stevens Body Shop has also been selected as the 2020 Crescent News Reader's Choice Awards favorite body shop in the 6-county area. Batt & Stevens Body Shop, located in downtown Jewell, Ohio. 419-497-3111. That's 419-497-3111.
Back here at Groove Field, we have a pitching change. Coming on is the shortstop, Noah Howard. Howard comes to the mound. Carter Dominic goes to third, and Kepler goes to short. For Heward, 4 2/3 innings pitched, 10 hits, 7 runs, 6 earned runs. He's walked 5 and struck out 3. ERA is 9. He is 0-1 on the season. So Noah Heward comes on the pitch. He will face Hunter Bosselman. First pitch to Hunter is a strike. Heck of a performance by Carter Dominic.
Yeah, you did, but I don't remember.
Heward winds it up. Fires strike on the outside corner. Dominic, 5 innings pitched.
I'm umpiring the 5th, 3rd field. I said, great job.
Allowed just 2 hits. Did not allow a run. The Rams stranded 8 runners on base.
You want me behind the plate?
Heward winds it up. His 0-2 to Bosselman. Check swing.
They couldn't get anybody?
Appeal to the first base umpire. He says no, which I don't think Hunter did.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah. You're an umpire.
Sun finally peeking through here. 76 degrees on your David Frank weather forecast.
You know me better.
Heward's 1-2 to Bosselman. Fouled back.
He's over it now. But, he was pouting a little bit. Get your head out of your ass.
Pitch just misses. Nice eye by Bosselman. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Hunter, leading off here in the bottom of the 6th. Scoreless here at Groove Field. Thank you, Ray, for the compliments. Yes, 40 years. I graduated in '87, so we're closing in on that. Same pitch, same spot. This one's called a strike. So Bosselman goes down looking for the first out here in the 6th. Going to bring up Eli Plasman. Plasman steps in, was caught looking in the 2nd inning on the strikeout and grounded to 3rd in the 4th. Heward's pitch is outside, ball 1.
Come on, Eli. Come on, fella.
Well, thanks for always tuning in, Ray Collins. Appreciate
What I was.
the kind compliments and appreciate you watching and or listening each game. Strike called to Plasman. Bases empty, 1 out. Pitcher's duel here at Tinora High School on this Friday night. Heward's 1-1 to Plasman. Strike 2 called.
What a beautiful day. Look at that, fella.
Oh, yeah.
We were worried about rain.
Rain. We got some sprinkles at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, we did.
We did.
But I looked at the radar and it said
Swung on, foul tipped into the glove. Plasman goes down on strikes. Back-to-back strikeouts for Noah Heward.
Connor Wolfram.
Connor Wolfram's going to pinch hit for Riley Peters.
Relax.
Connor, the junior, steps in.
Relax, buddy.
Connor, 294 on the season, has 5 hits and 17 at-bats.
You were young?
I'm trying to. Back in the horse and buggy days.
87, right? That's the year I graduated. So
Back when gas.
seems like yesterday, and also seems like 40-some years ago.
We went to Florida.
Outside, just misses the outside corner to Connor Wolfram. Pitch hitting for Riley Peters.
Yeah, I'll go with you.
Heward is 1-0. That one's a bit inside. 2 balls and no strikes to the pinch hitter, Connor Wolfram. Connor will probably take over in... Oh, we'll see. See where Connor goes. Strike call, just catches the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike. Grady Gusweiler on deck for Tinora. Heward's 2-1. That one's outside. 3 balls and a strike to Connor Wolfram. Connor, if he gets on base, has 4 steals this season. 3-1 from Heward to Connor Wolfram. Little soft liner to the second baseman, grabbed by Dylan Dominic, and the Rams, they go quickly as well. Both teams stuck in neutral here as we head to the 7th inning for Tinora. No runs, no hits, no Golden Bear errors, and they do not leave anybody on base for just the second time today. Top of the 7th we go. We are still scoreless in a pitcher's battle here at Tinora High School.
Optimal Performance Fitness is not just your typical gym. Here at OPF, you don't pay for a membership just to hop on a treadmill. We are a fitness coaching center that strives to provide an experience like no other. We provide accountability and results. You either work one-on-one with a certified personal trainer or in a group setting with like-minded people. Here at OPF, we want to change your mindset of going to the gym into something that you enjoy and look forward to doing. Rather than going to the gym merely to work out, we train at OPF. We are your cheering section, your motivators, and soon-to-be family. Optimal Performance Fitness strives to help you achieve the best version of yourself. Contact us today to take that first step. It could be life-changing. Stop with all the excuses. Let's roll up our sleeves and get to work. Call Jake at 419-438-7265 and get started today at Optimal Performance Fitness.
Back here at Groove Field here at Tinora High School at the Peters comes off the bench. Well, I guess he was the... Riley was at first, then Wimpkin replaced him. So Riley goes back to first base. And everything else stays the same. So Peters comes back into the game at first base for the pinch hitter, Connor Wolfram.
Yeah, they didn't know who did it.
For the Golden Bears, 3, 4, and 5, Deckarash, Watson, and Carter Dominic to face Corbin Castile. First pitch fouled at the plate by Deckarash. Deckarash walked in the first and line to Radzik is short. Radzik scooped that one off the shoe tops for an out.
Oh, man. Well, my nephew put mine when I got married.
Castile, another fantastic outing here. 0-1 pitch. Swung on. Skied into right field. Harris comes in, still coming in, puts that major league pop-up away for out number 1 here in the 7th. So Deckarash is retired, F9 on the putout. Going to bring up the catcher, Joe Watson. Watson, the cleanup hitter, 333 with 4 runs batted in.
Oh, yeah. I love it. That's why you cheered it all night, wasn't it?
Yeah. I come back.
Yeah.
This one's hitting the right center gap. Harris going over. Nice running catch. Luke Harris, I thought that was going to fall. Harris had other thoughts. He snagged it. That one had double written all over it. Harris closed the gap.
5, Carter Dominic.
So Carter Dominic steps in. Carter is 0 for 2, comes in with a 255 average. Luke Harris retired him in the first on a nice running catch to end the inning.
Good family. Good family.
Fouled back right at you. Last time at bat, he hit a slow roller to first base. Riley Peters scooped it up and put the tag on him. Decorage trying to pull an Alex Rodriguez to knock the ball out of his glove on the way by. Unsuccessfully so. 0-1 pitch. Fouled back. Almost the same spot. Castile. No balls and 2 strikes for the Rams, who need a run to save this gem for Castile. Gusweiler, Mosier, and Radzik to face Heward, who came in relief last inning of Carter Dominic. Just misses.
A little bit.
Castile thought he had the 3rd strike.
GMT country.
1-2 pitch. That one's way outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Carter Dominic. Dominic started, went the first 5 innings, did not allow a run and allowed just 2 hits. Just 4 hits in the game. 2 by each squad, no runs. Castile winds it up. 2-2 pitch. Swung on. Fly ball to Harris. Harris goes back. Now comes in. Puts it away. Harris retires the side. All fly balls in the inning went to right fielder Luke Harris. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Last base runner for the Golden Bears was in that first inning. Castile was just mowing him down here. Time for the Rams to get a run as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Here on your Drop Zone Pizzeria scoreboard, we are scoreless.
Are you tired of losing money on your 401k or other retirement accounts? Well, you're not alone. Do what many area residents have done and call Postoma Insurance and Investments. With safe money strategies offered to you by PI&I, you can still have the benefits of market earnings without the risk of taking market loss. Sound too good to be true? Give us a call, and with experienced agents at PI&I will work with you to understand how you can do just that. If you're more interested in the CD-style accounts but are fed up with low CD rates, PI&I agents can set you up with an account with rates currently as high as 5.5% fixed, with certain restrictions apply. Call us today at 419-782-2500 to help you set up a plan that meets your investment goals. That's 782-2500. Postoma Insurance and Investments, protecting everything you've worked for.
Back here at Tinora High School doing a little math in between innings, me and John. Corbin Castile has retired 19 straight batters. The last batter to reach was in the first inning, and that was Joe Watson with a single. So Corbin Castile, back to back, actually about his 3rd or 4th straight start. Ever since that it wasn't really a bad start, it was bad defense for the Rams over at Edgerton. Corbin has just been lights out on the mound. A couple bad breaks at Kalida, had a balk called, which the Rams coaching staff, talking to them, still don't understand what Corbin did, which resulted in the winning run there. Grady Gusweiler leads off. First pitch to Grady is inside, ball 1. Noah Heward came on last inning in relief of the starter, Carter Dominic.
We could be talking here and somebody sitting over there thinks we're talking about it.
Sure.
1-0 pitch to Grady. Breaking ball, strike called.
Some people, yeah.
1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out. Bottom of the 7th, Rams need a run for a win.
You're right. That's a good point.
Come on, Grady. Come on, fella.
Ball 2, just misses.
You're right. That probably
A little bit low and outside. 2 balls and 1 strike to Grady.
You're always going to have,
Noah Heward is 2-1.
no matter what you do.
Outside, just that one nipped a corner. I think the last pitch was better than that one. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Grady Gusweiler.
Stay away from that.
They always do bring it down.
Heward is 2-2 to Grady. Throws the bat on the ball, little soft pop up to the first base. First baseman Landon Schilling puts it away for out number 1 to retire Grady Gusweiler.
Yeah.
Number 6, Aiden Mosier.
Going to bring up Aiden Mosier. Mosier steps in. Aiden walked in the second. He is 0 for 2.
Please. Yeah. I knew what you were doing.
How'd you know that? How'd you know that?
Heward rocks and fires first pitch outside corner. Strike call to Aiden Mosier. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error for Bryan. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Rams.
This is just perfect. What you gave me was perfect.
0-1 to Mosier, just a bit outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Bases are empty.
Oh, you did.
You sat in your chair.
All right.
Actually, he's watching the Bills game. I know he is. Who it was?
Heward's 1-1. Mosier taps it foul, first base side. Scooped up by Schilling just outside the bag.
That was a good game.
Caden Radzik on deck.
Good thing for us.
Last year, I think, versus Antwerp, Caden actually had a solo home run over left field.
Good defense. Let's go.
A perfect opportunity for that
Good for us.
coming up.
We're going to have games like this down the way.
Brooklyn?
had 2 good opportunities.
Did you look at
We
Brooklyn
got to
just now?
take advantage of those.
Heward's 1-2 coming to Mosier. Swung on, fouls it off.
Way battle, fella.
First base side. This is absolutely, this is the type of game you're going to get in the tournament. And unfortunately for the Tinora Rams, they'll probably face Ottawa Hills
Good base runner.
in the sectional finals here a week from today. Mosier smashes it into center field for a base hit. 1 out single for Mosier, puts him on at first. Mosier leads the Rams with, well, second actually to Dalton Wolferman steals. Dalton overtook him this week. Mosier with 16 steals on the season. Going to bring up Caden Radzik. Radzik takes a good look down at Coach Renolette at third.
Ball 1.
Dalton Wolfram on deck. Throw gets away. Mosier on his horse down to second. That's a huge error for the Golden Bears. Trying to be a little sneaky. And it costs him. Throw over, gets away. Error. Second error of the game on the throw. 1 out now. Caden Radzik can win it for the Rams.
We talked about it.
Radzik fouls it right back at us.
Hey, good swing.
We talked about it.
Good swing. Hey, Cowboy, get it in. Okay?
Caden officially 0 for 2. Walked in the 5th and stole the base.
Still waiting for my truck to get.
Winning runs at second base, Aiden Mosier.
How much damage was Go on, run, Caden. Come on here, fella.
More than I thought, I guess.
Heward
Head on.
comes set. Gets the sign from his battery mate, Joe Watson. Looks back, comes to the plate. Breaking ball stays high.
A little bit high.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Winning runs at second base. Aiden Mosier. Any ball that lands in the outfield, Mosier's going to score with his speed.
I would.
1-1 pitch to Radzik. Inside, leans him back. 2 balls and a strike to Caden.
We'll take it.
Caden in a little bit of slump lately. First time he's been under the 400 mark this season. Perfect time to right the ship and get a hit. Hewart comes set. 2-1 pitch coming to Radzik. Swings and drills it to left field. Ball gets by the left fielder. Here comes Mosier around third. He's going to win it for the Rams. Radzik with an RBI single. Scores Mosier. RBI single. Scoring Mosier the only run of the game. The Rams win by a score of 1-0. Cole Uran came in, tried to field it off the top of the blades of grass, could not do so. Even if it was a do or die. Either he makes the catch or he doesn't. If he makes the catch, great for Bryan. If he doesn't, he's still not going to throw out Aiden Mosier, who was off at the crack of the bat. So final from Tinora. Rams pick up win 17. They go to 17-4. Bryan, tough luck loss. They go to 8-13. No runs, 2 hits, 2 errors. That was a huge error, actually, by the Bryan Golden Bears trying to pick Mosier off first base. For Tinora, 1 run, 4 hits, and errorless ball, and a fantastic performance by Corbin Castile, who definitely deserved the win here tonight. Stay tuned. Coming up, we'll have the Bidlack Insurance and Investments post-game show, and we'll do it right after this.
Looking for home or auto insurance? What about building for retirement? Or looking to start a small investment portfolio for your family? Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services of Defiance has you covered. Tim Bidlack of Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services has over 10 years of investment experience. Tim can assist in estate planning, IRAs, 401k investments, among other financial planning areas. Need home or auto insurance? Welcome Austin Bidlack. He can assist you on those. At Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services, they will work one-on-one with you to make sure your home, auto, and business are protected. Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services are located at 912 East 2nd Street in Defiance. Call Tim or Austin at 419-438-0023 today for a free quote. You can visit them online or on their Facebook page as well. Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services wish the best to all the Tinora Rams athletes this season.
Back here at Grube Field, the Ram fans go home happy with a bottom of the 7th 1-0 victory. Scoreless, and Aiden Mosier with a 1-out single was on first base. Bryan, well aware that Mosier and the speed that he has, was trying to keep him close really more than anything. The throw got away from the first baseman, allowing Mosier to go down to second base. And Caden Radzik stepped up and smashed a laser to the left fielder, Cole Uran. He came in, do-or-die situation for him, and could not make the play. Either he caught it or he didn't. So, I mean, he made a heck of an effort. He just couldn't scoop it off the top of the grass, scoring Mosier from second. So, Caden Radzik with the game-winning RBI for the Bryan Golden Bears. No runs, 2 hits, and 2 errors. And for the Tinora Rams, 1 run, 4 hits, and errorless ball. Said Tinora. 17-4 on the season. Bryan falls to 8-13. Coming up, we'll have the Bidlack Insurance. We'll have the Higbee Embroidery Player of the Game coming up after the Bidlack Insurance and Investments post-game show. So stay tuned. Coming up, we'll have the Higbee Embroidery Player of the Game Award.
Higbee Embroidery of Defiance offers custom screen printing and custom embroidery to local high schools and individuals from all areas. Connie Higbee and her staff have been serving and supporting Tinora High School, as well as the Tri-County area, since 1999. From throws to t-shirts to school jackets and much more, Higbee Embroidery is here to serve your custom needs. Higbee Embroidery is located at 1940 East 2nd Street in Defiance. Contact them at 419-428-3000 or visit them online at higbee.com or Higbee Embroidery on Facebook. Higbee Embroidery is a proud sponsor of the Tinora Rams Live Player of the Game Award.
Back here at Tinora High School, welcome to the Higbee Embroidery Player of the Game Award. And who else could you give it to other than Rams starting pitcher Corbin Castile? Corbin improves to 6-2 with the win. No runs on just 2 hits for the Bryan Golden Bears. Castile, who's out there raking the mountain now, how fitting, sent down 18 straight Bryan Golden Bears. The only threat that Bryan had was in the first inning where they put 2 on with 2 out. And the last batter to reach for Bryan came with 2 outs in the first inning. Castile sent 18 straight Golden Bears, actually 19 straight Golden Bears down in order for his 6th win. As we said, Corbin's making a strong case to get the sectional start a week from today versus the winner of Delta and Ottawa Hill. So congratulations to Rams starting pitcher Corbin Castile. We'll be back here tomorrow, 11 o'clock in the morning, where Dusty Peaster and the Miller City Wildcats come visit. Until then, thank all of our sponsors here at Tinora Rams Live. Without them, wouldn't make any of this possible. So for Tinora, win number 17. 17-4 for Tinora. BSN Sports, River Bookkeeping, Maumee Valley Title Agency, Clubhouse Pizza, and Fairchild Family Chiropractic Center. Optimal Performance and Fitness, Drop Zone Pizzeria, Higbee Embroidery, Signs, Excavating, Firestone Tavern, Oklahoma Tavern, Northwest Ohio Sports, Bat and Stevens Body Shop, Tinora Rams Athletic Boosters, Cut and Polish, Hair Nail Salon, Wooden Indian Pawn Shop, Bidlack Insurance and Financial Services, Wiener Hill Weber and Stanley, Attorneys at Law, Postum Insurance and Investments, and Mayfield Engineering Corporation. Start your Met career today. Looking for a job, $1,000 sign-on bonus. Go to metcareers.com. Until tomorrow, for our 10:40 a.m. Bidlack Insurance and Investments pregame show, or our 10:40 a.m. for our Signs Excavating pregame show. We'll be back here. Until then, have a good night, everybody.
Thanks for listening to this exclusive presentation of Tinora Rams Sports. Be sure to tune in next time when we bring you more Rams action. And follow us online at TenoraRamsSportsAudio.com or on Twitter at Tinora Rams Audio.